Ways and Means Committee and the Subcommittee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government. Congressman Greg Steube. Congressman, great to see you. Straight from our Jackie Heinrich at Fox News. The GOP is planning to increase funding for veterans, even as the White House continues to hit them on cuts, $18 billion above fiscal year 2023. Essentially, everything that's come out of the mouth of the White House has been just a great big old ball of lies because the Democrats don't have the votes to raise the debt ceiling.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the White House would politicize our veterans. I'm one of them, and I actually have a bill that would increase their benefits and allow them to use TRICARE to go anywhere they want to get the health benefits they deserve. So to try to undermine the support of veterans by lying to the American people that we're cutting veterans benefits, it's really sad that the Democrats feel like they have to stoop to that level. And one of the things that they keep talking about is that Congress isn't doing their job. We did our job in the House. We passed a debt ceiling increase that cut spending, which is what the American people want us to do. It's now time for the Senate and the White House to come to the negotiating table and pass a bill in the Senate.
So, Congressman, let's be clear about what Republicans have proposed out of the House. You said, listen, let's go back to spending levels that we had in place last December, 5 months ago, right before the big omni spending spree. And then you've said, let's cap spending so it only increases by 1% a year on discretionary spending, which means you're not touching Social Security, you're not touching Medicare, but everything else can only go up 1% a year. And Joe Biden has a problem with that?
Yeah, actually, I would have liked to have cut more spending, frankly, from the overall budget. The American people want us to cut more spending, but I was agreeing and voting for it because of the work requirements that we put in, the fact that we're going to take a conservative approach to this, cut $4 trillion over the next 10 years, I think is a step in the right direction and would prevent the country from going to a default. And Joe Biden can't even do that.
Was Joe Biden negotiating in good faith? It seemed like listening to Kevin McCarthy today, now that he's appointed Steve Ricchetti and the head of the OMB to be the negotiating individuals now, but until now, was Biden negotiating in good faith?
No, of course not. And what their political play was, Biden and Schumer's political play was, let's wait till the last minute and then blame Republicans for not increasing the debt ceiling and then all of the economic consequences that are going to come with that. But Republicans were fast to move forward and pass our own bill in the House, a conservative bill that raised the debt ceiling but cut spending. And we put that to the Senate, and of course the Senate hasn't done anything with it. So the Republicans undermined that argument where Republicans aren't doing their job, Congress isn't doing their job. We did our job, we sent a bill to the Senate, and now it's on them. So it was complete politicization to try to force us to a clean debt ceiling lift, which Republicans don't support.
Congressman, it seems like this is a play by Joe Biden. His economic numbers are in the dumpster, and if you can default, which is, by the way, scary, he can reclaim, as you mentioned, he can blame Republicans and not take blame for his failures himself. Is that your point?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is just one of many failures of this White House, from immigration to Afghanistan, you name it. But he wants to try to blame the economic woes of our country on Republicans, and it's not going to work because Republicans passed a conservative bill and sent it to the Senate, and it's now time for Schumer to act.
It's time for Schumer to act. Greg Steube, Congressman, thanks for joining us.
Yep, good to see you.